Hey everybody, welcome to Hockey SKATEDOWN. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join our hockey team, it's free. Click subscribe with the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much. Let's get started. I want to do a video on Patrik Laine and what potential destinations are suitable for him and what teams have the assets to get him and possibly sign him to a next contract where it's going to be a pretty hefty one. There's a lot of teams that have been rumored to be looking at him, but I'm going to include some of those and the teams that I think he may be going to based on what they have and what they can afford. So, let's get into it. Laine and Ehlers were both on Frank Saravelli's trade bait list. And ever since that list came out, you heard the rumors, but those died down a bit. Then you heard a report come out that the Winnipeg Jets are serious, in quotes, about trading star forward Patrik Laine. And that's when the trade rumor mill went crazy because everybody knew it was going to happen and everybody started talking about it. And, Friedman was on Sportsnet 960, and he said that I do think there's something going on there regarding the Patrik Laine rumors. Don't think there's any doubt about it. Winnipeg not sure long-term if Laine will play with Scheifele. Thinks organization is looking at it because of fit, future salary, and long-term certainty. And they've already made it clear that they may not want to go the route of re-signing him to his next deal because it may be pricey. Especially with, they know what Ehlers is making. They know what Scheifele's making. They know what Connor's making, what Wheeler's making. So they know the certainty of that going forward. But they don't know what Patrik Laine is going to be asking for in his next deal. And it may hamper the team as far as cap space to sign him and get what they really need. They really want to bolster down the middle, grab a second-line center somewhere. And they want to get a top pairing defenseman, possibly a top 2 or a top 4 defenseman. Most notably a right-handed defenseman. So there's other teams that have that, and they have some players that they can move to help that situation. So that's where the whole Laine rumors are really going crazy right now because there's teams that have those assets they can move, and they have the cap space if they want to do that going ahead to sign him. So Elliot, there was a thing coming out saying they're mentioning teams. The Avalanche were one of them. The Hurricanes, the Blue Jackets, the Devils, and Wild are all potential trade destinations. And they also mentioned the Flyers and the Islanders and LA on it as well. So some of those teams make sense to me of where he can go to. But, I can definitely see some teams that I have here on this list as well. I can definitely see the Devils being interested. They need a scorer. Question is, are they going to want to do it? Montreal's in that same boat, and you have Calgary as well. So I'll start off with Calgary. And I'm going to mention my other team as well that may sneak in and try to make a move as well. So I'll start with Calgary. They have the whole situation with Johnny Gaudreau coming. There's a lot of trade rumors surrounding him. So I think if they end up moving out Johnny Gaudreau, they're going to need to upgrade another winger. They're going to have to get another top 6 winger, and that's where Laine comes in. You've heard rumors about Noah Hanifin being on the move. So I'm not going to go the thing of making a trade proposal. I'm just saying it's going to take Noah Hanifin. It's going to take a lot of picks and a lot of high-end prospects to get Laine. So if Calgary's looking for it, I know they're going to have to make a lot of moves. They're possibly going to lose Brody and Hamonic this offseason as their free agents. So to move out of Hanifin as well, I don't know about. So that's why I think they could be involved in it. They could not be. So we're going to have to see what happens with the Flames. Is they're going to be doing a lot of work this offseason. Let's get to Montreal. Montreal's been in rumors galore lately. They're looking to upgrade at defense. You heard about Torrey Krug's name being mentioned as Bergevin looking at him. They recently traded for Joel Edmondson and signed him to a favorable deal. They re-signed Petrie to a nice deal. So they're shoring up their defense, and I know they really want to upgrade at forward. So there's been a lot of rumors with them about Danault and Domi. I think they're going to possibly move out Domi. I don't think they should. I think he definitely did have an off year from his previous year, but I still say stick it out with him, see if he can get back to his other ways from the previous year and not move him. But if they do elect to move him and they tend to, work out a new deal with Danault, that can make sense as well to bring in a scoring winger to help out and bolster their lines as well. And that's where Laine may come in the mix. Winnipeg is looking for a top 2 center. Max Domi does play center and wing if they need help there as well. So that'd be a good spot for him. I know they have situations where they may want to get a free agent defenseman. Can they possibly move Victor Mete and include him in the deal? So then you have maybe a Domi, a Paling. His name's been thrown in a lot of trade rumors lately. Domi, Paling, Mete, and possibly they have a lot of picks to throw in as well. So you can definitely see the Montreal Canadiens working out a deal with the Winnipeg Jets to try to acquire Laine. They have a lot of movable assets, and the assets that they do have that they move out, they can really help. It could help out Winnipeg's situation, and it won't hurt Montreal's situation as they have forwards coming up. They have good defense coming up, and they have a lot of prospects in their system that can come into this team and help them out as well. So they look good for the future, and if they add a line, they can help out their team as well. You have the Devils. The Devils have been in a lot of trade rumors as they're going to make some moves this offseason. Tom Fitzgerald said he's going to make some key trades to bolster they want to get a top 6 forward, so that's where Laine's name comes in the mix. Nico Hischier is going to need a winger. You can see Jack Hughes definitely need a winger to help him progress a little bit. You don't know what's going to happen with the future with Kyle Palmieri and Nikita Gusev as they have 1 year left on their deals. So the whole Laine thing is very interesting with the Devils. I know I'm kind of divisive with it. I mean, I like his scoring ability because even on an off year, he can score 30 goals. So you always have to consider that. The Devils need goal scoring. And if you have a scorer like that, that's good. But the whole thing is a lot of there's something going on with Winnipeg with Laine. There's just, I don't know how any team would want to ship out a 30, 40 goal scorer when he can score at will. We haven't seen that goal scoring ability since, especially that shot off the pass, especially since Ovechkin. So he's dangerous on the power play. He's dangerous at any point, but his two-way game is lacking. But you saw him pick up that ability this past year. He definitely worked on his game and got better at that, and he will get better as it goes on. But the thing is, was there something brewing with the players in the locker room? Was there something behind the scenes? Because his name is just constantly thrown into trade rumors. So I don't know if there's something behind the scenes with him, what's leaving him out of favor with Winnipeg. So maybe a lot of teams won't look to trade for him based on that because they know something's up between Laine and that organization. So they always got to consider that. You got to consider that, the hefty price tag that comes with it. If you're moving these assets, you want to make sure that he's willing to sign a long-term extension with you. You don't want to move all these assets out of your organization to get him and then lose him for nothing. But, he could always be flipped for other assets as well. So there's always a good side to acquiring him. But, a lot of teams will be looking at him. The Devils, I could see them possibly throwing in Severson. His name's been thrown around a lot. You've heard Ray Ferraro talking about him with the Vancouver Canucks, speaking very highly about him based on he's a right-handed defenseman. He's a top 4 defenseman. He's got a favorable contract for the next couple of years. He can score 40-plus points. And maybe on a team that's more suited with better wingers and better forwards, he may have a more productive year. So his potential may be more on a different team. So that's where Severson's name has been thrown around a lot this offseason. You can hear Zaka's name go into that as well. If Rossi, I think, falls to the Devils, I think you may have a situation where you see Zaka on the move. Rossi has been said to be a good two-way forward. So if you get him, that could be possibly meaning that Zaka could be included in a deal. If Devils draft Jake Sanderson at 7, can you see Severson definitely going? I can, because they're saying Sanderson has the ability to step into a lineup next year based on his size and his playing ability. So a lot of question marks with New Jersey heading into the draft. I think there's situations that could arise with that number 7 pick that can make a move when they're up to drafting at 18 and 20. So definitely see a package with Severson and Zaka and, one of our first-round picks this year, maybe a first-round pick next year included as well. You've got a good year where you have 3 potential ones. And next year, if we have an off year, you could always move other players to acquire another first-round pick. So there's always that chance as well. And we have prospects in our system that we can add to. So we have a lot of movable assets. Question is, will Fitzgerald want to do that all for one player based on 1 year that he has left, and he's going to work out a new deal with him if he does come to New Jersey? So it's always a question mark. And I'm going to throw the Blue Jackets in as well. They're one of the teams that were mentioned. Murray can be a name that's included. Wenberg can be a name that's included. They have a lot of picks, a lot of good prospects. They do a fantastic job with drafting, so they do have a lot of prospects in their system that they can add as well. So they have the cap space to do it. They need a star forward to help their situation. They are that team to kind of muck and grind and beat you down to try to win based on size and the way they play as a unit and as a team. maybe they need another scorer. They see how they advanced with having other players in the past, big names, and they may elect to get one this year. So Laine is going to be definitely a name that's going to be highly coveted this offseason. His name is definitely in the trade rumors, so definitely keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on these teams because they're definitely going to make some moves. So comment below what you think about this situation. Where do you think Patrik Laine will end up? Or will he just stick around with the Jets? There's always that option. Comment below, let me know. As always, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your time. Smash that like button. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the Hockey Skate Down. Join our hockey team. Thank you all so much. Have a great day. Have a great night. And take it easy.